make it cozy for us. That was close. Puzzle for attentive seekers. I'll take care of the food. Now the apartment has 2 entrances. Look how quickly you can get from one room to another now. That's where Lou threw the paper planes from. And Yosa Cinema was somewhere down there. I've never seen such a big picture. I wonder if anything exciting happened in the other apartments too. Pretty crappy. This is a really nice room too, Dad. Do you think people wanted us to find these things?
Some of them maybe. It's coincidence for the others. Just like all the stuff from the attic. Can you help me throw them into the chute?
Does all of this have to go, Dad?
Yep, everything. Just toss it out.
Hi! All of that has to go now. Cool, Dad, look. What is that? What is that funny thing?
That's an old typewriter. That's how people used to write. Give it a go.
But it's not even plugged in. Does it have a battery?
It works without electricity. A little like stamping.
Can it write a story with it?
You can use it to write anything.
Maybe an adventure, a true legend. You know, before, you used to make up a story for me every night.
Yeah, to help you fall asleep. But that got a bit exhausting for me after a while.
Can we do that again? Every night? Please, please.
You come up with something. You're already in the second grade.
Okay. So, this typewriter once belonged to a great author. No, an astronaut.
Maybe both can be true.
You know what, Antonia? This looks pretty good so far. Well, for the 5th draft. If I could just keep my eyes open for another hour or two. Maybe then I'd manage to rewrite the beginning again. Especially with all those wonderful suggestions from up on high. No time like the present. The cosmonaut was ready to set forth into an unknown world. As her crew was stuck on the surface of the moon, she had no option but to pilot her ship. I should probably decide on a name for that spaceship. The space cruiser Meteor, to her destination on her own. It carried her farther and farther away from the sun and so far away from the blue planet. I'll leave it like that for now. I can always change it later if I need to. in the 6th or 16th pass. She was ready to lead humanity into a new era. Her destination was the planet Jupiter, the largest and most massive of the known planets, the king of the gods. Jupiter had always drawn people's eyes towards the sky. The signal that originated from there had been puzzling humanity for 6 years. She looked at the photograph in her hand. It was the last group photo of the crew, taken on Earth before the blast-off. There's still 2 possibilities for the backstory. Both would work, but what would the publishing authority prefer? She felt as if an eternity had passed. With tears in her eyes, she remembered the unfortunate fate of Chief Engineer Liu Yaping, whose body was saturated with deadly radiation as she aligned the forward shield. She would see this mission through to its end, if not for the people of Earth, then for the comrades who had been forced to stay behind. Phew, it's a lot of repetition. I'm sure some readers will be grateful for the summary. A quick break might be in order. The Russian authors have got the hang of it. Science fiction just does not receive the same level of scrutiny. It's just made up. Yeah, right. Science fiction just does not receive the same level of scrutiny. It's just made up. Yeah, right. Mom was always so proud of Dad's achievements. I always wondered whether she even really liked his books. My first book, Change, is almost 5 years old. Although, Standstill would have been more appropriate after the publishing authority had gone through it. But it was an achievement to have published anything. If I hadn't bumped into the physics students in the library, the whole story would be a sloppy mess. Sometimes I wish I never signed this contract. Did I really smoke them all? It's such a shame that the night sky in the city is always so bright. Why do I have all these old tombs from the great Carl G. Zelensky laying around? I'm quite proud of the story structure. The plot is relatively complex, and it's still accessible. Huh? What? Stay calm. You're just a bit tired.
Warning, warning, pilot to the bridge. Interstellar objects in close range.
The first female cosmonaut in space. Excellent inspiration for my story. I don't always get around to cleaning when I'm busy writing. The coffee dried up some time ago. All systems operational. The core is stable. Let's see. What happened? The cosmonaut had almost left the asteroid belt. The last few rocks streaked past dangerously close to the ship. She had to take action.
Computer! Full power to the maneuvering thrusters.
Confirmed. Redirecting power to the maneuvering thrusters.
I wonder if something like this might be possible someday. It's certainly conceivable. But the navigation computer was at risk of overloading. There was no time to lose.
Computer, overload the thrusters for the tectonic impulse wave.
It was an old trick she'd learned at the academy that would now be put into practice. At the farthest edge of the asteroid field, the cosmonaut saw her long-awaited destination. The planet Jupiter was in sight. Come on. A little more detail will bring this scene to life. The view was breathtaking. Revealed before her was a pristine, brightly shining scarlet red orb, pulsing like life itself. The view reminded her of the maple tree in her dad's garden in the fall. The longer she gazed, the more it seemed that someone, or something, was gazing back at her. Oh, that's getting a bit over the top now. I'll have to go over it again later. The surface of the planet was calm, smooth, and still like the ocean on a windless night. Oh, that's getting a bit over the top now. I'll have to go over it again later. And now, an exciting lead into the next chapter to keep my readers hooked.
Computer, establish contact via radio wave telegraphy. Use the origin of that strange signal as the destination coordinates.
Hailing frequencies opened.
The communication model emitted a signal.
We've done it. It sounds like someone's trying to make contact. This is a space cruiser Meteor heading to the planet Jupiter. To whom am I speaking? Come in.
This is Bulo. I hope I'm not disturbing your work too much.
Yes, Comrade Bulo. Hello. I was actually just about to take a break. Oh, the new revision is almost complete.
Yes, exactly. About your novel, hang on. The one called...
Yes. I'll go through it slowly so you can write it down. Strange beings from the planet Jupiter.
Yes, exactly. Of course that's the name. Yeah, it's a powerful title. So about the new draft. I've just come out of a meeting with the publishing authority.
Yes?
Unfortunately, there are still one or two issues. You know what they're like. It's nothing personal.
Yeah, I know.
First of all, regarding the main character and the idea of a female cosmonaut, think about character leads like Yuri Gagarin. People just relate more to male protagonists.
Well, I think...
And then we thought about it a little and wondered whether contacting an alien civilization by radio might also not just be very reckless. Imagine what would happen if there was an enemy of the state on the other end.
But it all revolves around that. That's the core of the entire story. And the book is almost finished now.
It will only be finished once the approval procedure's complete. Zelinsky, you have to deliver now.
Yes.
Maybe you could contact your father, Carl.
Because he did everything you told him to, but the book is almost finished.
Excuse me? Miss Alinsky?
That's fine, Comrade Bulow. I'll take care of it without my father. What a disaster. They want me to change everything. How am I even supposed to manage that? I have to pull myself together now, or else everything will blow up in my face.
Attention, fluctuation in the fabric of space-time. Danger, danger.
Back to the bridge. The space cruiser Meteor had run into massive turbulence. It almost seemed like the fabric that made up interplanetary space was being torn apart. The changes are tearing everything apart. They want me to ask for Dad's input because he always did what they said, but we'll get there. Broken. No chance. Nothing's working anymore. Broken. All the systems had failed. Even the controls were unresponsive to the cosmonauts' inputs. She had to find and open the maintenance hatch. Broken. No chance. Nothing's working anymore. The maintenance hatch. What a mess. Right. Stay calm. We can do it. What did Bulow say? No female protagonist. Contact is too dangerous. Where do I start? What if I just changed? Maybe I can appease Bulow if I change the flashback into the cosmonaut's past in Chapter 4? And maybe if the female main character isn't quite as independent. But if I change that, it will obviously impact everything that happens later. Oh geez, the simplest chain reaction. A cascade, a butterfly effect. Maybe it would be better to go to Chapter 5 and change the focus here. I was never keen on the orbiting of the moon anyway. The crew instead had problems with... The crew could find an interplanetary space casino that would obviously be run by Westerners. They steal money from our heroes, and that would also give me an explanation for the lack of fuel. people that helped, though? The core of the story is supposed to be about something completely different. Come on, Antonia. Let your imagination run wild again. What if we spice up the story with real science fiction elements like... The story begins in an underwater laboratory. A lone scientist, a sea amoeba, a great love story. It's only getting more complicated. Don't let it drive you crazy, Antonia. Concentrate on the core of the story. The core. It needs to be something even more powerful. Everything is possible. There are no limits. The greatest threat to the crew is... It turns out that the Earth is being ruled by a secret league of fascist dolphins, led by the love-struck sea amoeba, and they are in constant struggle with the existence of the collective swarm intelligence of subjugated laboratory mice. There. I wouldn't need to explain much more than that. That would solve almost all my problems. Oh no. But then, is that still the core of my story? I think I've almost cracked this nut. I have to go further. Another stroke of genius. The hull of the spaceship consisted of an alloy made up of Parmigiano Reggiano and that nasty processed cheese, due to its eternal shelf life. In summary, the mice have decided to enter into a fateful battle against the dolphins and have shared their unique technology with humanity. That makes total sense. That's it. Just brilliant. I think this idea is now complete garbage. I'm officially at the end of my rope. I'm breaking more than I'm fixing at the moment. What would Dad do now? I want to tell a story in which people surpass their own abilities. That's the core of the story. I need to keep a cool head and think. Coffee. Yes, I need coffee. My last chance. Do I even have any left? Fortunately, the essential themes will hold the story together. Can't get Bulow's comments out of my head. Every story has an ending. Like this one, for example. The crew had to sell off this part of the ship to settle their casino debts. Who designed these endless hallways? It's such a waste of material. Bulow and all his changes. I guess I'll have to fight to have a female protagonist in my own book. There were originally 7 of us. This was never intended to be a solo mission. If we really do happen to come across any alien life, I'm sure Professor Palemba will be very annoyed about the missed opportunity. We didn't have a xenolinguist on board for nothing after all. Begum isn't just a linguist. She's also an experienced diplomat. Leaving me in charge of negotiating with any alien beings would be utter madness. Begum isn't just a linguist. She's also an experienced diplomat. Leaving me in charge of negotiating with any alien beings would be utter madness. It certainly won't get any easier without a doctor and a cook on board. Marta would definitely know what to do. Liu saved us all. For that reason alone, I have to see this mission through to its end. Heike Jung, the pilot. That's me.
Miss Zelinsky, this is Bulow. The Publishing Authority still has a few questions regarding the commander of the ship. You see, the Commodore is a capitalist Westerner, an American even. That's obviously an issue.
Gibson? Yeah, but he moved to Berlin with his parents as a child.
We know, but it's too confusing. Make it neater. Wouldn't it be better if he had grown up in a socialist sister country?
But don't you think that?
A socialist sister country. Come on, Zelinsky, you're an author. Just pick one. Can't be that hard.
Of course, the Commodore could be a good party activist.
The Commodore was first and foremost a Soviet patriot.
Wonderful and excellent suggestion.
And instead of hamburgers, he loves Solyanka. How exciting.
Just like always, well, I could care less. Coffee. I wanted to grab coffee. It'll clear my head.
Hello, this is Bulow. You're sure on the phone a lot when you should be writing. Ecology?
Sorry?
Ecology is a contemporary topic, and we think it would work really well for your story. Clean air is really wonderful. The Publishing Authority agrees. Do you think we can squeeze that in?
Air? Of course. Actually, there is simply no air to breathe on board the ship, hence the spacesuits.
I want to go over this topic again later. Have you spoken to your father yet?
Well, we agreed that I would work it out myself, didn't we?
Oh yes, apologies. My mistake. So, fresh air, yes, write it in.
Impossible. Oh, whatever. It's illogical anyway, but maybe the ship could just have... The constant fresh air on board reminded the cosmonaut of her faintly remembered walks through the forests around Berlin. Oh, it's just complete nonsense. It is so frustrating when you know what's right, but no one else believes you.
Bulow again. About the spacesuits. The way you've described them, it's just, I can't get the image of the suits from those silly American films out of my head.
Excuse me, what?
It would be bad if other readers also think of an American. I mean, in terms of appearance. Because of the spacesuit. We have to do something to help them there. I mean, you, as the author, have to do something. Look, the suit that Yuri Gagarin wore, that had a special something, what's it called again?
Aesthetic?
Yes, exactly, aesthetic, very apt. Goodbye.
It's like being in a madhouse. I think I'm beginning to understand how Dad must have felt.
The cosmonaut wore her comfortable SK-6 spacesuit, the bright orange of the outer material manufactured by tireless workers' hands. gave her a sense of safety and security. It reminded her of home. A good feeling. Even a plant-based air filtration system won't be of any help. How is anyone supposed to form a clear thought when they're constantly being interrupted? How comfortable. I could lie down, just for a second. Bula will never find me here. Bula will never find me here. Bula will never find me here. Bula will never find me here.
Bula again, Miss Zelinsky, I forgot to mention something. In Chapter 9, there's reference to the ship being armed with these nuclear warheads.
That's right, they're used in Chapter 12 and...
We know. Only do you not think that these days, I mean, just the word nuclear triggers some pretty strong feelings? I once had a similar discussion with your father.
Yes, and in the future, these once deadly weapons are used peacefully and demonstrate how humanity as a whole has evolved. It's important, Bulo. Bulo? Are you still there?
Cut the nuclear weapons, or the publishing authority will cut your book.
Despite sufficient capacity, the ship obviously did not carry any nuclear warheads. Where you may have once found deadly weapons, you would now only find unending ease and the cheerful spirit of socialism. All of these changes are a nightmare. I have to focus and keep the core of my message. I need a break. And then, I'll start a respectable career, I think. Finally! The coffee room. We often sat here together with the crew and just had fun. There it is, my coffee, black and delicious. Ah, just what I needed. You can feel the coffee enter your brain's pathways and deliver nothing but goodness. A little boost of energy was exactly what I needed. Back to work. Bulo and the publishing authority are a disaster, but I'm not giving up yet. The core of the story is damaged, but it's still there. Nothing has been in vain, as long as I keep the core of my message.
Miss Linsky, I have good news. The publishing authority has suggested that we get your father in on the project.
Sorry?
Your father's an accredited author. The publishing authority trusts him. He could help us. He could especially help you.
Bulo, you can't do that.
All I'm saying is the publishing authority's patience has its limits. They could still reject the book. And, if I'm being honest, the decision's already been made. The manuscript is already with your father.
Excuse me? What?
I know it isn't easy, but I'm sure that this is the right path forward now.
Oh, of course.
Fantastic. We're in agreement then.
Bulo! You've got to be kidding me. This is bullshit. I'm sure I can persuade Dad to keep his hands off it, but then they'll make me write loop after loop until nothing is left of the core at all. If the core of the story is really this important to me, then Dad can put his name on the book, and maybe it will get through that way. But then, what about me? That's KARL. It stands for Kinetic Artificial Repair Lead. It's a maintenance robot. A few plants. They won't be of much help to me. These so-called improvements to the text have completely destabilized the core. I have to intervene before it all blows up in our faces. A few plants. They won't be of much help to me. Professor Palembe's toad lilies, the first of their kind to be grown in space. I can't get to the core from here. I can't get to the core from here. We'd be better off leaving this know-it-all in retirement. I mean, sleep mode. These so-called improvements to the text have completely destabilized the core. I have to intervene before it all blows up in our faces. Maybe the maintenance hatch is on the other side. I'm not actually trained to mess about with the core at all. If I had just left my chief engineer in the story, instead of sacrificing her to align the forward shield, she always had her optronic coupler with her. Let's see.
Miss Zelinsky, we have to talk about the technology on board the ship again. We think the designations for some of the tools are a little too elevated. Factory workers, farmers, they shouldn't feel excluded as readers.
But we're talking about a spaceship here, not a Trabant.
We don't think that the main character necessarily has to have an academic background, right?
Understood. What if instead they were... an assembly line worker?
A farmer would be better. A simple farmer.
What a great idea.
Wonderful. Goodbye.
What should I use to open the hatch? Whatever you want, Bulo. Fortunately, advanced socialist technology during the era of space travel had remained robust and accessible. She had to redirect the energy to stabilize the core. There were 2 switches behind the hatch. One of the main systems had to be deactivated. She could choose between the life support system and the lighting. The cosmonaut didn't waste much time choosing. and decided that switching off the lights would be the lesser sacrifice to redirect energy to the core. Thankfully, I know the engine room like the back of my hand. It looked to her like the core might be calming. That should be enough to stabilize the core for now, but it won't hold forever. I need to find a solution so that I can safely complete the mission.
Warning. Core status critical.
Damn it!
Recommending emergency activation of the KARL repair unit.
Activate the KARL repair unit? Please don't. I know Bulo wants me to ask Dad for help, but I have to do it myself. Activating KARL would mean admitting failure. Everyone says I'm lucky to be the daughter of such a famous author. It's just that the author in question is a stooge of the system. I will lose my shit if this telephone rings again. Comrade Bulo, please let me work.
Tony, hello, it's me, Dad. I wanted to see how you're doing with all the chaos.
Dad, this is a really bad time to call.
I just wanted to ask one thing. Was it your idea to send me the manuscript, or was it Bulo's?
Honestly, it was Bulo's idea.
That's what I thought. Bulo, you dog.
Dad, listen. I have to do this myself. This has to be something meaningful. And even if I'm not sure how right now, I have to do this on my own.
I've read it. What you wrote. The manuscript. It's really good.
Sorry?
It has so much to say about us. About everything. It has a true core. But they'll never let it through with your name on it. You know that. That's why you're out of time.
The core is already severely damaged. It risks destroying the entire ship.
But how are we going to complete the mission without the core?
What do you think is the most important thing about this mission? You will have to make a decision.
I want to send a message to the world. I have to protect the core.
That's what makes you different from me. Where I caved, you stood strong. I'm proud of you. That means you'll need my help. I'll save the core for you. But you will not witness the end of the mission. All of this, nobody will be able to take it away from you. You will change something.
Was it ever easy?
The core cannot be saved anymore. You have to release it from its anchoring. Then we will eject it into space through the airlock.
The core? That's the reason I'm even here.
Closer to reality. What about a bit more realism? Not everyone.
It contains everything that was important to me.
Warning. Maintenance hatch to core is unlocked.
The anchoring has been released. The core is now free.
I'm sorry. Believe me. I understand what this means to you.
I know what I have to do.
The cosmonaut.
Let it go.
Why? Why did it have to come to this?
You were doomed from the start. It's always the same. It is no coincidence. It's their system. They wear you down until nothing is left of you or of what was once important to you.
Yes.
But your book will certainly be a success. With any luck, people will read what you've created. And then you can write another book, and you'll say to yourself, this time, I will keep my core. No one will interfere this time. And maybe this time, you will succeed.
Did you succeed?
No, but maybe next time.
Yeah, maybe next time.
We cannot give up.
When you make up a story, you're always taking on a bit of a person you're telling the story about. This is really how it is.
The novel, Strange Beings from the Planet Jupiter, was published the same year. At some point, the publishing authority had nothing more to complain about.
You just have to keep at it, and sometimes you also need a little bit of luck.
I like it. Antonia wrote lots of other stories. She showed that you don't get anything for free and that sometimes you have to fight for your freedom.
That's great. And it's true too.
I like to put the necklace in the box.
That looks great.
For Tony.
The best-selling author.
What a wonderful collection. An entire century in one box. I'd like to keep it now.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Come on, I'll show you something. I found the perfect hidey hole.
It fits perfectly.
Wait. I have an idea. We should hide something of our own here in the apartment too.
Oh yeah! Do you mean someone will find my wall drawings eventually?
Definitely. Shall we?
I'm starving.
What do you want to eat?
Ice cream?
A scoop of ice cream isn't real food.
2 then?
That's not what I meant. And where did you see an ice cream parlor around here?
An ice cream from my store would be okay too.
Nah, a scoop of ice cream from an ice cream parlor would be better.
Alright then, you've convinced me.
And you'll be getting broccoli flavor.
That's not funny, Dad.
We still need to gather up all the tools you threw down the chute.
If you were an ice cream, what flavor would you be?
I'd be stracciatella.
Why that one?
'Cause at the first glance, I look classic and relaxed, and then bang, lots of little surprises.
So you're boring with a bit of fun?
I'm reliable but not predictable.
I think you're like vanilla.
Hey, don't ruin the surprise.
But that's such a typical dad flavor.
And what are you?
Smurf ice cream with colorful sprinkles and cookie dough.
Chaotic, loud, and sweet as sugar.
And no one knows what's in it.
A mystery then, just like me.
Are we gonna renovate another apartment again soon?
I thought you wanted to go back to school soon.
But school's boring.